All right, everybody, welcome to Volume 1 of State of the Game of Skylanders Ring of Heroes. I have on with me Cloud Bay from our guild. We're going to go ahead and get things kicked off right now with the first topic. And we will say the first topic is going to be maxed out Skylanders. What do we do with the extra shards? What is some opinions and ideas that we have out there for that, Cloud?
For extra shards?
Yeah, so for the extra shards.
I feel like, well, always being able to donate them is beneficial, right? But being able to sell some off would be great for gold or something like that, and maybe even trading them, even if there was say 5 shards for or 3 shards for 1 or something like that, right? Like, or maybe omni shards.
Yeah, I agree.
But I feel like something has to be done with it, because currently when you 6-star unit and awaken it and +5 it after that, those shards just absolutely pile up, and you can't do nothing with it, and it's frustrating, right?
Yeah, I 100% agree. I definitely think that at some point they need to make it so you can exchange them. I'd love to see for Omni Gems. Definitely what I'd like to see you be able to trade them in for whatever star level they are for the type of Omni Gem. I mean, of course, the exchange rate is going to be kind of crazy, but it's still better than nothing, right?
Honestly, yeah, like, I'm sure the exchange rate wouldn't be as friendly as most people would want, but yeah, like you say, it's definitely better than nothing.
No, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I definitely think that's going to be a big thing, and hopefully they will let us know soon, because I mean, there's some people who are already going to be with 6-star maxed out units here that are woken that are going to have lots of leftover shards coming up. All right, well, let's move on down to topic 2. Let's see, Cloud submitted this one too. Red potions, cost of use, and tower rewards. So what is your opinion of that? I know you have pretty strong opinions on the cost of use, that's for sure.
I'm sure this is just unanimous throughout the community that red potions aren't of any, like, to use them is absolutely absurd gold cost.
Absolutely.
For minimal level, so either drastically increasing how much level you gain from it, or just getting rid of a lot of that gold cost. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm biased towards it, but I feel like there's nowhere anywhere in Mirage Tower that red potions should be any kind of a reward, just because there's really no benefit of using them, so it's kind of like a dead reward, and they're like, why not take those red potions out and possibly fill it in with like some small gems or something.
Yeah, I agree.
Let a guy refill his energy a little more and play a little more.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was like 10 gems or something, right? It's still better than, a potion or 2. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But I agree. I think either they need to severely buff the XP that's been given, which I hope they would anyways, because it's still kind of laughable, right? The amount that you have to pump into a Skylander to see any kind of net gain is kind of a joke. Yeah. And then plus the cost. Nuts.
Like, off the early jump, for players just jumping in brand new, like using some of those potions to just power, their brand new monster up to 15 or 20. Not bad, right? But
sure.
For where, probably the rest of the 90% of the community is, red potions are just not viable right now in any way. So I hope they either change it, like they got to change something about it.
I agree. I mean, the only thing I can actually see red potions come in handy, say I want to test out a unit, or I'm thinking about building a unit and I want to, like you said, get him a couple levels up just to kind of see how his damage is scaling from, level 1 to say level 20, right? So, I mean, that's the only thing I see. But even then, they just cost too much. So
yeah, and that's the extent of it, right? Like, for me anyways. Like,
absolutely. And I'm with you. I don't want to see red potions really be given at all as a reward in pretty much any portion of the game right now, besides, the typical thing, especially tower. I think that's a joke.
Like, in their quest line, sure, because newer players are progressing through that, I guess.
Right.
But I don't feel like in the tower, like a Mirage Tower, that they should be anywhere in there, especially in those crates, like that last level or floor 60 crate.
Right.
Like, getting 2 large potions or 4 large potions or whatever it was is like that's a slap in the face, really.
Yeah, that was pretty terrible.
Yeah. So
I agree. All right, let's go on to the next one. So both me and Cloud wrote down this topic here. So we want to talk about drop rates of certain Skylanders. We haven't really been given any info on how, say certain stars have the same drop rates or not. And it's kind of curious how, it seems like Boomer drops way less than others. So kind of how do we feel about the drop rates? And real quick, my stream is going really well, Kelly. We're recording a podcast right now, and hopefully your stream's going good. So, Cloud, if you want to touch on what you feel about shard drop rates, if it's good right now for you, or if you think things need to be improved or stay the same, we're kind of curious about that.
As for drop rates, how they are, like, okay, sure, I'm fine by it. Like, I'm okay with it taking a little bit of time to progress into the game. For me, that's game longevity. But I would like to see, like with their summoning rates, they have a little question mark of, and they, well, for most games anyways, like they show you some kind of drop rate, you know what I mean? And I feel like that wouldn't be bad info to give the player base.
Yeah, it'd be kind of nice to actually see, that way if you're like, man, these Boomer pieces just aren't dropping for me. This is like a less than 1% drop rate, and it's actually like, no, it's like a 15 or 20%. You're just getting unlucky. The RNG's just biting you in the butt today. It'd be kind of nice to see that, because you either just know that I'm getting kind of hosed, or I'm bad on par. So yeah, I think that'd be kind of nice to know. And then also, one thing I wanted to add to this too was like the arena or the guild shop, right? It doesn't seem that the Skylanders in the guild shop shards are changing, which seems kind of disappointing to me.
Yeah, I'm hoping they start rotating those.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah. That'd be real nice. All right, let's see here. Do you have anything else to add to that, or are you good?
I think that one's pretty straightforward, right?
Okay, yeah, that was pretty straightforward. And this is a big one for me right here. This next topic, I'm talking about arena defenses, okay? Would it be cool to actually set an AD like you can in some other games, or do you want it literally just to stay with the last team you attacked on or attacked with? We'll let you answer first, Cloud, and see what you feel about that.
Well, for me, like, sometimes I forget to change, like, I don't necessarily want to use what I use as offense for defense. Exactly. So I feel like having a separate tab of just like, putting in your defense team, and that's what it is. And, and then you can have your offense team. So, that one's, again, pretty straightforward for me. Just hopefully they implement that.
The other thing, too, is the ability to see the opponent's runes. I wanted to add that one thing to the question as well. I forgot to say it earlier.
Yeah, I actually hope they get rid of that quite soon. Like, I know some people have the argument of, being able to see people's rune builds and whatnot, to see how people are building stuff. But, that's what, putting on some other sites, like even on their Discord and stuff, like sharing builds and stuff there. Like, why does my defense gotta not be a secret at all?
Exactly, exactly. And Rebel brings up a great point. Like me, what I was thinking of too is the ability to build like a trap team. You're unable to do that if they can peek your runes before they hit you. You know what I mean?
Oh, exactly.
So the way I feel about it is I definitely want to be able to set an arena defense or an AD. I think that's going to be a big part of the arena going forward, because right now, with especially the condition of the AI, it seems extremely easy to climb the ladder of the PvP world, and especially if you can peep the runes too,
Yeah, if you got decent rune sets, it's
Yeah.
definitely not hard to place top arena.
Yeah, so I really hope they fix that soon. Allow us to set some arena defense, and also take out the fact that they can peep your runes. I'm not a big fan of that. I think that's kind of bad.
Yeah, I honestly believe we're already past the point of like, people know not what to build. Like,
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody can figure that out, even just by, being active in a chat asking for advice or something.
That's what I was just going to say. There's so many Discord channels or servers out there. There's so many websites out there that you can get advice on rune builds and all that. So
yeah, there's no real reason for that. Yeah.
All right, and then the other topic, coming from Cloud being the vice of our guild, is guild invasion. Can't see who has been attacking daily.
All right, so I think for this, I'm just gonna cover basically all, my guild stuff out of this. So yeah, I'm a co-leader in a guild right now, and currently you can only have one co-leader in a guild, from what I've understood, and so far from what I've seen, the co-leader can't manage any of the guild description or guild notice. So basically we only have the power to add people to the guild and remove people from the guild. So I feel like at least being able to edit a guild notice so that people can see that, because maybe you want to let your guild know that, on weekends request whatever you want or something. But yeah, that's just not there. And and guild invasion, if you're trying to be an active guild and stay relevant and, top rewards, you need to be able to see who's attacking every day, especially as somebody that's kind of leading the guild, right? So
yeah.
Right now, unless you absolutely know everybody's, kind of what damage they can output every day, and you like OCD monitor that stuff, there's no way that you can know that people are attacking every day.
Right.
Which, to me, that's a big thing, knowing if my players are being active every day or not. Yeah.
Well, that was one thing that I was always been kind of disappointed in some of the other Comtos games, like say Summoner's War, was I remember we had one event back then that allowed you to kind of see the entire guild's contribution in like guild battles, what they, how many points they've gotten, if they're using X amount of energy. I just think it'd be kind of nice to have them have a tool like that available to the leader and vice leader of the guilds, to just kind of see who is kind of really participating, especially if you're trying to run, like a let's just say top 100 guild. Okay, you kind of need to make sure everybody's participating. But other than that, I can't really add too much to it since I'm not in guild leadership right now. But coming from other games where I have been, I would really like to see that kind of stuff. And Rebel from chat just says Cloud Bay voted #1 co-leader in entire Skylanders. That's big props right there, man.
No, not quite. But I do honestly feel like they should add another slot for an additional co-leader to have at least two co-leaders in a guild to help out. Yeah. I don't feel like that's unreasonable, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's bad either. I would like to see that as well. I'd like to see at least one more co-lead. Yeah, all right, here we go. Sure. Let's move on to the next one. This is a huge topic for me, right? One thing that I want to see drastically change, and I'll get more into that here when it's my turn, but first we'll start off with Cloud, the magic shop and the prices. All right, let's discuss this, guys.
I'll let you lead off with that one.
All right, okay. So the way I feel about the magic shop right now, it is completely a waste of space on my island. Get it out of there! Yeah. Get it off my island! You know? I agree. Get it out of there! I'm tired of this. I'm tired.
Are insane.
When I first got the magic shop, right, I opened it up, I unlocked the slots, I was all excited, and then my jaw dropped when I saw that they wanted like several hundred gems for a handful of pieces of these things, and even the gold prices are just astronomical. It's just ridiculous. They need to address this. If this should end up being like a point of shop, kind of like when you're going through the grocery store, right? You're right at the register. You look to your left, you look to the right. You're like, oh, look at this piece of gum. I didn't think I needed this piece of gum, but it's relatively well priced. I'm gonna buy it now. That's what the magic shop should be. And right now, it is just laughable. I don't even bother checking there anymore because even if I do see something that I need, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I can honestly say that I don't check it. I haven't looked at it in over a week, probably.
Yeah. I mean, I looked at it the other day when we were just talking about how disappointing and disgusting it is. But this is something that I think we need to bring up to ComToUs, that if they want us to be utilizing this function of the game, because even I don't even see myself using this like later on in Endgame if the prices stay the same. There's no way I'm giving that much.
I would rather put that into my rooms.
Exactly.
Into maybe so anything else, even leveling up another villain.
Exactly, I agree with you.
Because the price of making a 6-star max villain is not cheap either.
Exactly.
You know, like you're putting a lot of gold into that, which I think that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, but
going back to the potions, price of potions as well.
Yeah.
But all right. All right, enough about the magic shop. It's getting me all heated. All right, so here's another one too. This was brought up through my guild chat earlier today. Someone mentioned that they maxed out their gold collectors and the gold storage. And we're just kind of curious what your guys' thought on that was versus the price of, the upgrade prices versus the time to pay off.
Yeah, long haul. It's a long haul to pay it off, from what I understand.
It was like 6 months, something like that.
Yeah, basically almost half a year.
Yeah, it was like 6 months to pay off. It was like a 1.5 million gold investment to do so.
I think that would be like collecting it all the time too, like never really missing out on that. So I would honestly call it like average probably half a year. Yeah,
I think that's what like the math that I can't remember who it was doing the math in guild chat today was, but it was basically factoring in him collecting it every single time it's full, which you're not going to do that. No way.
No.
So if you ask me, I would rather have that gold in my bank at the moment and being able to use that other places, because 1.5 million takes a while to accumulate in this game right now. So maybe later when we're doing nothing but farming B10, selling off roons when we're way more quick at things, and sure, I could see maybe investing that. And Aki in chat just said he got 3 boomer shards. Good job, man.
Poggers.
All right, let's see here. Going on down. Here's another good question. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I did. Thanks, Aki. Thank you, man. I wasn't even paying attention. Thanks for pointing that out. Let's see here. So this is something that I know me and Clyde have talked about a lot off stream, is the rate at which when you are just sitting there, when you're using energy, it recharging. Right now, I think it takes over 24 hours from empty to fully recharge your energy, which just seems extremely slow.
Firstly, I will say amazing job to ComToUs on the energy half price fix. Like, that's absolutely amazing. Can play the game and stuff. So props to them for, acting when we really needed it. However, I hate to be greedy and say it, but the energy recharge rate is it needs to be tweaked a little bit. Like, I don't expect nothing like to have full energy every couple hours or anything like that, but over a full day to collect 100 energy is a little bit
I mean, I agree. I want to say too that I put a lot of faith into ComToUs. I was telling people just to hang tight. They'll get this energy issue fixed, the price of recharges I'm talking about. I kept telling them to hang on. ComToUs knows what they're doing. They build a great game, and they rewarded us. They listened. They fixed the issues that we had, and that was amazing. But the problem being that I have with the rate at which energy recharges is the free-to-play audience. The free-to-play audience relies on the it recharging fairly quickly. I know right now we are getting what is it, 100 energy twice a day, which is amazing. Thank you, Comtuos, for that as well. But I mean, down the road, who knows how long that's gonna stay. So down the road, the free to play audience needs to have that energy recharging a little bit faster. So let's just get that. Let's get that bumped up just a tiny bit. But other than that, you're doing a great job with listening to community and taking care of that stuff. All right, so let's see here. Another one here is we wanted to hit on. Let's see. Let's talk about some of the island buildings, like the arena towers and whatnot. Do you feel like they are worth it? Will you be investing your arena points into them or guild points? I can't remember which one I use them. I think it's guild points.
Yeah, it's guild points.
Yeah. Will you be investing in any of those? Will you be upgrading any of those? How do you feel?
Well, right now I'm kind of just banking my points because I'm not really sure if they're super worth yeah, I guess this is a bait into putting some comments in the video, but if anybody has high level guild flags or statues, sorry, there's statues, but the guild statues, if anyone has high level statues and if they know that they are worth, then please put it in the comments and let us know, because honestly I'm kind of vague on what the maybe total stat values we're looking at for maxed out statue would be, and if they're worth it, then let's let people know about it.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what they max out at. I bought every single one of them, so I've got every single one on my island right now. They are only level 1, of course, but I bought them just in case we find out that they are worth investing into, and then I'll invest into that one. So other than that, they're going to stay just level 1 for me right now. So I made that choice not too long ago that I was going to say, you know what, it's not that expensive to buy all of them. Let's just get it out of the way. So I did that.
Well,
so I'm hoping
I'll just buy all of them too, and then somebody can put in the comments which one's worth going for first.
Yeah, there we go. You know what, I figured too, it might be worth investing in the ones that I'm going to be using for my B10 team too. So that's kind of what I was thinking.
True.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, another one here is the events. Are we getting enough of them? Are they coming frequent enough? And are they too easy?
I think the events are probably somewhat frequent enough, but I feel like they're a little bit too easy for more the end game players.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say end game because I don't feel like anybody is end game in this game yet, really. But it's just like for right now, for the people that are progressing quite well. The events are very, very easy. Like, I think it needs to be more like the bingo ones where you got to do it every day. Work at it for a little while, and but maybe a little more of a challenge, because literally that bingo one takes me like not even 15-20 minutes, and I'm done.
Done for the day. Yeah, I agree.
I'd like to see a little more of Comtuos's Summoners War events. Some of them, that are you actually got to really play the game to complete it. I'd like more of those, anyways. And,
I agree.
If it's like that, then maybe a tiny bit beefier rewards if we got to play hard for an event, right?
Exactly. I'm the same with you. Except for I have one difference from you. Is I feel like we almost need more events. Because right now,
even having a small daily event would be really cool.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just something cool.
Yeah,
I mean, like Rello brings up a good point. Having an event where you collect X amount of shards as a challenge, or just some daily challenges that are outside of the normal daily rewards would be kind of cool. Just something different, something to keep things fresh. Something to make me have to go and check something daily, would be pretty freaking awesome. But I would like to see things happen a little bit more often.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah, I mean, because for me, I look forward to the events, and I love most of the Summoners War events. So I know this isn't Summoners War, we got to stop comparing it to it, but it is the same company, so we know they are capable of that. So, all right, let's see here. We already kind of touched on the co-guild leaders. Here's a good one too. The monthly login rewards. Are they going to stay the same? Will they change? Do you feel like they are good? What is your opinion on what we're looking like for the monthly login rewards?
I don't know. I'm unsure on if they're like super worth for each day login and everything. They might be a little low, but I mean, it's not like I'm totally disgusted by it either.
Right.
But I do hope they start rotating the Nat 5 shards at least once a month. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. Kingpin's a really good monster, or Skylander, sorry, but people want to build other stuff too, so hopefully they start rotating that every month.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think it would be even cool, or say even when you get to the point where you get the Nat 5 shards, that it's a random Nat 5 shard, right? So you're not even sure what you're gonna get every month. Would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I don't know. 25 shards. It feels low for the month, but on the plus side, it's like, if they give you 50 shards, well, even 50 shards a month isn't, that's not that bad, to be honest. If you were only free to play and you own a monster, it would take you a lot of months to even 6-star it, right?
Yeah, for sure. I don't have as big of a problem with the amount. I think 25 is okay for basically just showing up every day and checking in. Yeah, it'd be nice to have more, but I don't think that's too bad.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to see the Nat 5s change.
Yeah, absolutely. There needs to be rotation. Yeah.
Let's see here. Rebel says if you rotated every 2 months, it at least gives you the Nat 5. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's very true.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, here we go. And here's another big topic. The Rune Manager. Clunky and very hard to use, kind of frustrating sometimes. I kind of feel like they have a great IP in Summoner's War. I'm comparing it again here. That they could easily bring over that Rune Manager that they have in that game.
Yeah, or even just like reskin it a little bit, make it their own.
Exactly. Because
have it that way. Because this one is, you nailed it. It's absolutely clunky to use. It's like, how do you even know that one little weird symbol is like the Rune Manager thing? Like
right.
It doesn't even tell you where it is.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's just it needs to be reworked.
It does need to be reworked, and I would like to see that happen hopefully soon, because honestly, some people have no clue what they're doing when it comes to like say rune builds or what they're looking at.
That's absolutely quality of life right there for being able to manage runes easier and stuff. Because this game is, but this game. You're not worried about what units everybody has, because in time everybody's going to have them all most likely anyways. So It's all going to probably come down to a pretty hard rune game, and being able to manage your runes easier is going to be pretty nice.
Yes, Rebel, there is a Rune Manager, man. All right, let's see here. So let's go on down to the next one. I wrote this one down here, and this is kind of just more of an opinion-based here on this. They all kind of are, but B7 or B8? Is it worth to farm B7 or wait and then just jump right into B8? What is your opinion on that?
My opinion is if you can do it, absolutely B8. I mean, they give you one unit right off the start to be able to entry into it, like Stealth Elf, focus on 6-starring her. She's going to be a key unit in there. And yeah, if you can farm another good unit for it, I honestly think B8, if you can get into it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I got to B7 extremely quickly and quickly learned that it was not cutting it. I farmed there for like 10 hours straight one day, and I didn't see anything above a 4-star rune. So that wasn't good.
I honestly haven't touched B7 myself since the 5-star buff here that they gave it. Or I think that's what they did, right? But
yeah. But
I mean, for me, it's B8 because the quality of runes that you're going to get in B8 are better too.
Exactly.
So absolutely B8 or higher if you can.
And also hearing from some guildies who are still currently running B7, I hear that it's such a negligible upgrade that they're not even seeing any more runes. So what I'm guessing is it's probably like a 1% increase in drops. So for me, I definitely say that's when I completely stopped running B7 when I didn't feel like it was worth it. And now was just focusing straight on getting it a B8.
You know, touching on the runes and dungeons and stuff, I feel like they should let us know what kind of quality drops in. Because right now it's like, you know, for 6-star runes in V7, it's only green quality, you know.
Right.
But what is it for 5-star runes down there? I have no idea what it is for 5-star drops, right?
Right. No, yeah, I have no clue either. Not a dang clue.
I feel like maybe, you know, a little more info on that wouldn't hurt either.
All right. Let's go on down to the next topic here, and let's call it wish stones. How do you feel the state of wish stones are?
Okay, so this is my idea for wish stones. I don't know, just a weird idea for them, but maybe like super low drop chance on them, but a chance to get epic and even maybe legendary shards at a very, very, very low rate, you know? Because, I don't know. Call me greedy, but I kind of want more out of wish stones.
No, I agree. I think it'd be kind of nice to have a very small chance at pulling, you know, something a little better.
If they did put it in, I would absolutely understand if it was a low drop chance, you know, like, but, you know.
Awesome. And then another question I do get on wish stones is it better to save up your wish stones, like I hear a lot of people do, or is it better to summon with your wish stones?
For myself, I summon them. Absolutely, I get rid of them. I have no. I don't see no reason in holding them back, because for me, the more I summon is, you know, the more shards I can get for Skylanders to build.
Yep, I agree too. And I think right now, early game, wish stones are there to be summoned. I think down the road, once we have more and more, like say 1, 2, and 3-star Skylanders built, then it'll become more worthwhile to save and use for other things. But right now,
I'll probably be banking them up and probably not even using them on the overpriced magic shop.
Yeah, that goes back to the magic shop, does it?
Yeah.
Dang magic shop.
Yeah.
And Rebel again says wish stones are a free-to-play crutch. Yeah, I can agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
All right, and so here we go. Farmable Skylanders in Adventure. Do you think they'll ever rotate them, including the boss stages?
Well, that's the hope for me, is possibly rotating them eventually. You know, like even if it was like every couple months or something, because it would be nice to be able to farm some of the unfarmable ones. You know, like for me, like Deja Vu and stuff like that. Like, there's really no way to farm her unless you find her in that in the one place there.
or maybe what if they made, like, say, kind of goes back to one of the first topics we had about the maxed out Skylanders. What if you could use, say, the like element of a max Skylander to exchange for some shards of the one you're looking for, per se? Or you know, just kind of throwing that out there. Or
even, like you said, like even Omni Gems, so I can even just begin to fathom building stuff like that anytime soon, right?
Yep.
Because right now, some of those units are like, to even think about building them is like a long time away.
Right. No, I mean, I would love to see the farmable Skylanders change in adventures, but the only thing I worry about is say a new player comes into the game a year from now, right? And I mean, by then there might be some new Skylanders out where, you know, they're not going to need Wham or Boomer, and they come there, and then all of a sudden there's no way to farm Wham or Boomer. Then it's like, what do they do now?
Very true. Very true.
So yeah, so I don't. In a way, I'd love to be, you know, thinking of us,
or possibly having more of these episode dungeons for for the unfarmable units, you know.
Yes, that was
That
the
would be nice.
that was actually the next thing I was going to bring up. Did you enjoy this episode event where we had to farm the dungeon event? And did you farm everything?
Yeah, I enjoyed the event. I feel like I hope they bring more of these out. Like I said, even for the unfarmable Skylanders at the moment would be really, really awesome. I bought the important stuff in the shop, but I can't say that I bought all of it. No, I did not, because I feel like some of the rewards were a little lackluster for where I am myself. So I bought what I wanted, and yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's kind of what I did too. I really I enjoyed this event, except for the only thing I did not enjoy was that it felt like it took time away from me grinding my Boomer, and I felt like I was cheating on Boomer. But other than that, yeah, I farmed it. I got all the shards. I got all the skill up material, or the skills materials. Yeah. And unfortunately, I bought the rune chest, which I wish I wouldn't have, looking back on what it actually was. But I actually thoroughly enjoyed this. It felt to me like a lot like Summoner's Wars Hall of Heroes in a way. And if you ask me, this is a much better way of kind of incorporating a farmable monster and still giving you other rewards that are worth doing it, because
this is like a beefed up Hall of Heroes from Summoner's War.
Exactly.
Like this is. I hope they don't change. Lessen the rewards or anything like that, because the exchange shop was nice. Like, I bought the pieces, of course, and I bought the skill ups, of course. I bought the premium ticket and the gold. That was all I bought. That's all
I skipped
felt
the gold.
I needed out of that, because the rest of it, for how much I would have had to farm into that versus farming regularly for where I am in the game for it, would have costed me a lot more energy to get this all. So,
okay.
In my opinion, half of the rewards were awesome, and half of them were lackluster for where I am in the game personally.
I think I would have to agree with you on that one. We do have a user submitted topic right here. Okay, this is from Rebel, and he wants to know, how OP is Fling Kong?
I have no idea myself. That's a hard question for me.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one
either. On it, or have built it. I know he has a grip or something like that, which could be pretty nice. I honestly feel like a majority of the Skylanders in this game, though, majority of them can be really well if they're 6-starred, awakened, good runes, and a team built around them. There's probably no reason why they couldn't be good.
Yeah. And here's a question that's kind of been bugging me for a little while, that I'm kind of curious on what other people's take on it is awakening a Skylander. Do you feel like it should cost shards, or do you think it should be a different type of material?
For me, I'm okay with the shards, I guess. I feel like it needs to be adjusted, though. I feel like some of the lower starred Skylanders should maybe cost slightly less.
Okay, I can get down with that.
Not trying to take away from the game longevity of building things, but I feel like some of these 2-star units, which are really, really powerful right now for majority of the community, but later on, when you can be building Nat 5s and Nat 4s and stuff, these Nat 2 base stats are gonna fall off in some cases, and
I mean, I have to agree. I mean, at first I was pretty disappointed at seeing that it cost shards to awaken them, especially when I was looking at some of the Nat 5s. I was like, man, it's going to take forever to not only 6-star these guys, but then to awaken them. But then after playing the game for a while, I think it makes sense. It's gonna help the game progress longer. It's gonna add longevity to the game instead of people just being able to buy things and instantly 6-star and awaken. So I mean, I get it. I totally understand now.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. And is there any other quality of life adjustments that you would like to see possibly incorporated that you don't already foresee on the horizon them implementing?
I don't know. We kind of brushed over most of the things that, I'm hoping to, bring to come to us anyways, like they want to know what the community wants. So hopefully, they see, and hopefully maybe they take some of the suggestions in here and stuff.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. And then let's see. Let's touch on the last balance patch. Was there anything that dropped in there that you were not happy with, or that you were extremely happy with?
Last balance patch was awesome, in my opinion.
Yeah,
all around.
I agree.
I wasn't unhappy with anything, to be honest. I think Comptos is doing a great job with his game. I see major potential. I hope they just, keep on being awesome about it, and I'll keep on playing this game. And yeah.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that too. It was nice to even see a balance patch already come out. Yeah, some people didn't like that they were already nerfing some of the units that people are farming and all that other stuff. But you know what? As long as they're continually updating this game and continually adding to it, keeping the dev team going, then it's gonna go for a really long time and last a long time. All right, see, Rebel just provided an extra thing. He says, how do you think Guild Wars will be implemented? Same or different design as Summer's War? And how would you like to see it?
That's actually a pretty good question.
That is a very good question.
Right now, if they make it, they're going to have to do something different, I think, than just like Summoner's War. Because if it was like Summoner's War, it would be the same as this arena.
Yep.
Which, in my opinion, wouldn't be any fun.
No.
Like, it would just, unless like possibly the other player was there controlling it, which then it would be technically like a friendly match, real time. So I don't know. I'm not sure what they're gonna do for it. I hope they're gonna be super creative with it and do something totally different that is really gonna make everybody really want to do it and be really attracted to it.
Yeah. See, honestly, what I think they're going to do is I don't think it's going to be anything like Summoner's War has, where you are attacking a team, especially right now, early game, where everyone basically has the same units. I think that would be just a bad idea. I think in the beginning it's going to be more along the lines of kind of like a PvE type content. I don't know if it's really going to be, I think it might be a guild needs to clear this before the other guild, and that's going to be kind of how you attack the other team. Like you're almost working your way towards the other team's tower kind of thing. You clear this X amount of PvE content and your guild wins it. I think that's going to be something more along the lines of how they're going to implement Guild Wars in the beginning, because I'm not quite sure that just bringing 3 monsters versus 3 monsters when pretty much everyone has the same units is going to be the smartest idea. But I mean, I could be wrong. But that's kind of what I'd like to see.
Yeah. I'm not. It's hard for me to say what they're going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, though. I'm looking forward. Hopefully, they're going to have some really good rewards, especially that are going to, be like gems and whatnot, because it'd be nice for especially the free-to-play community to get their hands on some more gems. Would be good. Yeah, I'm hoping that that's going to be the primary rewards, which would be cool, because as much as a lot of these companies want to focus on the paying players, we cannot forget about the free-to-play portion of it. All right, let's see here. And now here's an off-topic question that Rebel posted in our Discord too. He deleted it, but he wants to know if you prefer Wendy's or Chick-fil-A.
Gotta go with Wendy's.
Oh man.
I don't have Chick-fil-A here. I live in Canada.
Okay,
So
okay. So Rebel's not gonna like that one.
I'm sorry. I've never had Chick-fil-A, so I have to go with Wendy's because
There
I
you
at
go.
least know what Wendy's is.
Okay, okay.
So-
That makes sense.
My
All
bad.
No worries, man. No worries. Other than that, I can't. Really don't have any other questions right now. Unless chat has any other anything else that you'd like to bring up. I know we can always get more comments and topics posted in my Discord for the following podcast, but how it stands right now, I think the state of the game is where it should be. It's growing pretty well. They fixed the things that need to be fixed. They're working on some of the things, especially Guild Chat. Thank you very much, ComToUs, for fixing that. And you know, not as many people were complaining about that out loud, but they obviously knew that it was an issue that needed to be fixed. So I'd say overall right now, state of the game is looking pretty good.